Picture a video gamer. What do you see? Let me guess. A friendless, pimply-faced, quote-unquote nerd. Eyes bloodshot from staring at the computer all night. A smelly t-shirt with some kind of satanic imagery. Spending all his free time, and boy, does he ever have a lot of free time. Sitting in a chair in his basement, playing twisted, violent games with pixel-born figures all night long. Oh, and about that chair. That chair has seen things. But then, we kicked the basement door off its hinges. And all of a sudden, that gamer was your dear Aunt Linda, your kid sister, maybe even your youth pastor. We are social. We are friendly. We are just built different. We are Nintendo gamers. And while the old hat gamers were blowing off their schoolwork, we were actually learning a thing or two. Legend of Zelda: The Twilight Princess taught us problem solving. Legend of Zelda: The Skyward Sword taught us patience. Wii Sport taught us physical fitness and physics. Guitar Hero taught us music theory and popular culture. Pokemon taught us Darwinism. And then there was Mario Kart, which taught us emotional resiliency. Those damned blue shells. If you know, you know. In the year of our Lord 2026, the Wii will be 20 years old. Yep, old enough to really party. With or without Mario. Thank you, Miyamoto-san. Thank you, Phil Ames-sama. You've made these old gamers mighty proud. You didn't just change gaming. You changed the whole damn game. Welcome to Millennial Excellence.
Millennial Excellence.
Oh, excellence. Is that? Have you? Is that?
We don't have a. We don't have a thing. No, often I will, whatever my podcast is called, I'll just repeat the title as a sort of fear-based stim when I get. I just feel so exposed at the very beginning.
Once I get going, one in fear. You have fear.
You do not have. Is that what you're saying? You're clarifying.
I was wondering if you had fear, or you were trying to instill fear in the audience.
Oh, well, I think
trying to, through repetition, kind of like hypnotize the audience.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's probably that I have fear, and so I am sort of projecting a sort of alpha macho bully on the audience, which I think is what I read as, right? Or
alpha macho bullies just say their name, like as they terrorize you.
I guess. I don't know. I've just noticed whatever my podcast is called, I just say it off the top. No matter, and if I'm guesting on another show, which hasn't happened in quite a while, for some reason, seem to be in the Kia asylum, as they say right now. But you know, you got that right. I'm sure.
Yeah, you know words. You know words.
I just say the name of the show, and honestly, I feel like a good episode could just be saying the name of the show over and over again. But of course, we are nothing if not a show that needs a freaking tagline.
Yep, we do need one.
We're coming up to second half of Feb, which means Q1 2026. Yes.
And I've just been exhausted. I haven't had time to think of a tagline. Have you?
I did think of one.
Okay.
So hopefully this is the one, because I'm ready to just sign off. I mean, what happens when we pick one, by the way? What happens next? Who goes up the chain of command? Do we have to get it legal on it, or what's the deal?
I don't know if we need legal, but we will have to rebrand everything, which will cost money. So we'll have to kind of rebudget.
And with that in mind, actually,
probably your share of our meager pot.
Why would that be the case?
Just because I ran the numbers.
Well, speaking of running the numbers, I should say real quick, and this is not the tagline. We have decided today, sincerely, we don't need to play the Radical Honesty theme song. We can just be radically honest right now. We've decided that we are going to stop publishing the annoying 2-minute previews of our Patreon episodes on the normal feed. Which means when a Patreon episode comes out, each and every one of you on the Patreon needs to text 5 people and tell them that the new episode is out. And I want to see proof of that. Is 5 too many, or is that reasonable, do you think?
I think that's a great start, because if they start with 5...
Then those 5 send.
Exactly. Yes.
So if
and pretty soon the entire world.
If you're in Patreon, you are contractually obliged, as of right now, that when a new Patreon episode comes out, you must text 5 people the link. It doesn't need any... You don't need to add any explanation. Just send them the Patreon link. So please do that, because we need to keep growing, and we're not going to be spamming you. But we are going to figure out a tagline, and this is what I got. Okay, ready?
Okay. Yep.
Millennial excellence. This shit's generational.
That's pretty good, except it says shit. And I just think that's really risky. I did. Yeah, and I'm acknowledging that risk. And I just think that, like, when I think of the great brands, none of them say shit.
Is that true? I thought Nike
I'll just name some... Nike says shit.
Just do shit.
Just do shit. It's different. That's what these tech bros are saying. You can just do things.
You can just do things. Yeah. What if it was... this ish is generational.
This ish is generational?
Well, then you can't do the
be kind of good.
Though. It's better.
Or what if it's kind of like a radio edit, like this is generational.
This you can also rearrange the letters to spell shit. Actually, I just realized. That's kind of cool.
That's good. Yeah. What other? Are you good with anagrams? Are you one of those guys who just make anagrams?
Name one. I don't know. Let's try it.
Josiah.
As Joe. No. Hi, as Joe. There. I see you typing it too. I nailed it.
Yeah. That's true.
Hi, as OJ is when you're talking about vitamin C. Is a OJ.
Yeah.
You made me read it too. Oh, this is kind of cool to watch you typing things in Google Docs. And
yeah, you like that?
You just typed, yeah, you like that. You feel like you're in the future? Like you're a medium? Like you're receiving messages from an unseen force? My name is Josiah, and I hate... What do I hate? What's gonna happen here? How's he gonna end the bit? It's just pure improv here, folks, that you're witnessing.
I know. I've been watching... Have you seen those videos that are going around on Instagram where it's like people that are bad at improv? It's like some kind of improv class.
No.
It's really charming.
That sounds
It's
good.
extremely charming. I took an improv class once. Me and Alex did.
For Gulch?
Just for fun.
And also, was it... Because I'm older than you, as is canon on the show. For me, improv was like, I'm just going to be honest, I've got nothing to hide. I really looked up to Upright Citizens Brigade a lot as a concept when I was like in my 20s. I like wanted everything to do with it, and I thought improv was cool at that time. Did you do it because of Upright Citizens Brigade?
No. I mean, like, I'm aware of improv troops, I guess, and
tropes.
And people that and people that, cut their teeth at the groundlings or whatever. But we just did it to do something. At that time we both had a lot of time. I wish I had time, dude. It's sad.
Me too. It's so pure to do things and not make content out of them also. I mean, I can't even imagine you doing that and not making a Gulch episode about it.
You can't even imagine it.
I can't imagine doing something and not making some form of content out of it.
It was fun. I want to take other, but
What did
the
you
problem
learn?
was, the problem was I was pretty good at it. I was like really good at it.
What did you do?
I just crushed. Anytime there was a bit, anytime there was like a prompt or a sketch or whatever, I just crushed it.
Well, like it was your first class. I'm not trying to say that I don't think you would be good at it, but I'm saying it was the first day. You know what I mean? Like maybe it was beginner's luck.
Well, it was a series of courses. It was like 6.
Oh, you took when you say
6
you took a
weeks.
class, you mean you took a full, like you got a little printout.
A course.
Do you have a thing, a sheet that says
No,
like
it was
a diploma?
Oh no, a diploma. No, I don't. I didn't.
Is that
graduate.
what it's called? Is a diploma when it's like a fake thing, or is it called a credential?
I think like a credential is a little more fake than a diploma.
Like on LinkedIn when someone's like, "Oh, I've got a degree in Microsoft Word," it's a course, or like.
Yeah, they took a course. They're certified.
Certified, yeah. So are you improv certified, do you think?
No, but I think if I had chosen to take the advanced course, they would have let me.
Yeah, I mean, I think improv is unfairly maligned, and I could see the tides turning back in its favor. Much like I think stand up obviously is kind of the worst it's ever been right now. And I say that as someone who doesn't really pay attention or go to stand up. I'm just vibes based. I think it is.
Why do you think that?
Well, it just seems like it seems like the like fake bogeyman that is woke is the elephant in the room. And so everyone is like dancing with that. They're just obsessed with it in one way or another. Instead of just trying to be funny, they're just obsessed with whether or not woke is a thing or cancel culture. So it's a lot of
like the big
freedom of
names?
speech. Yeah, like Joe Rogan has a comedy club called like the Mothership or something. People like to go there because you
Kill
can't
Tony. People talk about Kill Tony.
Yeah, like Kill Tony. Like I tried watching it on Netflix because I feel like that's the kind of thing I love to watch. Is just like horrible dog shit that no one should watch, and I couldn't even do it. Even for me, it was too far.
Another thing I've been watching is like Jon Stewart debating Bill O'Reilly in like 2008. I've been watching a lot of that.
How does that hold up?
It really makes me nostalgic. It really is crazy. I mean, just like the things that concerned the like political why do I want to say binary? The political poles were so different. But it still was just like, I don't know, like they really wanted to have integrity. It was nice. It's nice.
Right.
It's like they're having a nice conversation.
I think that I recently watched a little bit of the new Daily Show with Jon Stewart in the hotel room, and I don't think that his brand of like yelling like snarky things really doesn't track for me anymore. It just felt like really forced and kind of made me really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I think he worked 20 years ago because like he was just talking about TV news, and it's a different game now.
Yeah, but to be like, really? Oh, and like yell about it, and then like also like I feel like for 20 years it's been like pointing out hypocrisy has some sort of value somehow. I don't know how that's gonna. But I do. What I have been annoyed about today. I'm gonna pretend that I'm not setting this up because I talk about it later. But I feel like you're not on Twitter very much anymore nowadays.
I deleted the app from my phone. I did. I'm over Twitter. I'm trying to wean myself from Twitter for sure.
What are you doing instead?
Well, lately I've just been working hard, which is not fun.
I didn't tell you this, but at the start of the year, I started this like one line a day. I think it's supposed to be like a journal, but I was like, I'm gonna like write something funny in here every day instead of trying to write something funny on Twitter, and I'm like 35 days behind. Like, I just don't open it ever. I love to buy stationery, but I never open any of it.
Well, I think that's noble, and I think it's a marathon, not a sprint.
I just was, for some reason, I was going to search the other thing I was going to whine about, but I searched your name instead, and then I found Primal Swari, and I noticed that you follow her, so that's cool.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I'm going to follow my namesake. Dude, one thing I did see, like, I got a mention from you where it was just a tag, and I was like, I know this is just going to be a picture of a bald guy with glasses. And I clicked on it, and it totally was.
Yeah, sorry. I even as I was doing it, I was like, I hate when people do this to me, because it's just like a guy with a mustache. But to be fair, it was like an AI person who was doing. It
was a funny photo.
They were doing AI blackface, and I was kind of hinting that it was maybe your one of your characters. You know?
Yeah, that's the realm I traffic in.
Yeah, but what I was going to say was, like, on Twitter today, they won't shut up about taste, and it's making me want to die. For some reason, it's like getting under my skin so bad that the OpenAI guy is like talking about taste and how taste is like the. Also, I hate when people say my meta. I don't know how to say it. My meta. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Is it like your build or something?
Yeah, it's kind of like the game. Yeah, it's kind of like in video games, they talk about what's the meta build, which is like the optimized build for the like gaming environment. I
hate that shit. It's so nasty. Just say like a normal thing instead of that. But yeah, so like the OpenAI guy said, taste is a new core skill. This is someone named Greg Brockman, president and co-founder. And then now everyone's talking about what taste is, and like, and it reminds me of the other day I saw someone say they shared like I gotta find it, but it's just like all people who just are thinking about the Rick Rubin coffee table book that everyone has.
Yeah,
and I hate it. I don't even have anything funny to say about it.
Have you looked at that book?
I've looked through it like once or twice.
Yeah,
and it just seems
it's pretty bad. Like it's pretty stupid.
It reminds me of this tweet I saw the other day that said, POV, you're about to hear a MF or yap about taste for 3 hours.
And bounce on it.
And bounce on it. And it's the Rick Rubin book, the Dieter Rams Phaidon book, and the Virgil Abloh Nike coffee table. Like, I don't know why it's just like, I just wish everyone would shut up. I think I need to leave Twitter too, because it just makes me, for some reason, this taste thing, like I've been reading about like child trafficking for the last 2 weeks on Twitter, and now I'm reading people talk about taste, and I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I don't know what that says about me, but
no, I think it's we were the last ones on the island. I want to use a different metaphor than island, but it's time to leave the island.
It's time. Yeah, I think I unfortunately am gonna need to get banned, so I might have to start sending some death threats, and that'll help, hopefully. But anyway, speaking of
let's
technology.
Let's talk about some more rated E for everyone type technology.
There we go.
The Nintendo Wii. The Nintendo. It was codename the Revolution.
Is that true?
Yeah. You were like a grown man when the Wii came out.
I was.
I guess it came out, I think it finally came out when I was in high school, but I was following it. I was following the development.
Because you are, like, you kind of give off the impression that you are going for a hike every day and working and, like, taking some sort of supplements and going to bed at 9 p.m. But you're a little bit of a gamer.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Specifically
I am a gamer.
A Nintendo, a casual gamer.
I'm a Nintendo fanboy. Yeah.
Are you for real? What's your background with the big? And
you know, I got it. I got a Nintendo 64 when I was a little kid. You know, I have fond memories of renting video games from the mother freaking Blockbuster. Remember that?
Nice.
Remember Blockbuster?
Remember?
And then I got, I don't know, I got a GameCube. I stuck with the GameCube. Then I got a Wii.
Yeah.
I've just never, I've never strayed from the Nintendo path because I like Mario and Zelda.
Did you get Wii U?
I even had a Wii U. Yeah.
Did you get the Nintendo Switch?
I had a Switch.
Did you get a Switch 2?
I did.
Did you get a Switch 3? Just in case we...
I will.
Wait. There we go. That's all of them.
Huh.
When I was a kid, my family was not like very wealthy because my dad was a student and we didn't have anything at all. And so I remember like I was just like longing for a Nintendo and Super Nintendo. And then my aunt bought me the Nintendo 64 for Christmas one year. And it was exactly like those viral videos of like some kid just freaking the fuck out. Like I went crazy. And then I played Mario 64, which like blew my mind, honestly. It was crazy. Like that shit was wild at the time. But then I was a grown-ass man when the Wii came out. And I actually like me buying the Wii. I've been waiting to tell you about this for months, actually, because I feel like, well, I kind of have hinted at it. I have a strange relationship with money and having money and wanting to turn it into treats at any given time, constantly. And when the Wii, it must have been a little bit after. Actually, I can tell you the exact day that I bought it. 1 second. Because it was the most millennial excellent possible day. So it came out, what, did you say 2006?
Yeah.
I bought it on May 30th, 2008, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of those things that was hard to find, right? Like it was sold out everywhere?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So I had been like longing to get a Wii. I was already married at this point too, because I got married when I was 20 in 2005. So I was married, we were like new to trying to be adults. I was working in a mailroom at an oil company, which is not something I'm particularly proud of, but I was a temp. I worked in the mailroom. I would like deliver mail to all these awful asshole oil company people who would literally, I remember carrying a banker's box in the elevator in Calgary to help someone move desk, and this guy was like, I didn't know they let homeless guys on the elevator here. And everyone in the whole elevator laughed at me at my job. It was crazy. But so I was just like a bro. It's because I like was not good at wearing business casual attire, but I was still like, I was making a little bit of money and I was like, fuck this. I'm getting the Wii. And for me, when I get my mindset on something, I really want to get it and make sure it happens. And so the day that I decided to do it, for some reason, was the same day that we had tickets to the Kanye West Glow in the Dark tour at the Saddle Dome in Calgary. So I drove to Market Mall and bought a Wii and also bought some shutter shades at a kiosk in the mall. Came home, set it up, played Mario Galaxy for like 2 seconds, and then we had to go to the mind-blowing Kanye West concert. But it was just kind of like so many millennial things happening at once. And he played I think he played Love Lockdown because that album was about to come out. It was just like, all of these things are connected in my mind. The Wii, Shutter Shades, Kanye West, making room on my credit card so I could fill it up again.
Yeah. Yeah. There's all kind of like a neon glow around those.
Yeah. Exactly.
For whatever reason. Yeah.
But like setting up the Wii and just like the menu, the screens, like it did feel like you were in the future, at least for me.
Yeah. No, totally. Yeah, it felt
like if you're younger,
novel.
I didn't know if it was something that you took for granted or was just like normal to you. The aesthetic of it, I guess.
I guess a little bit of both. I think like everything felt like a step forward. Like everything felt crazy when you were... I think it felt crazier when I was younger, I think.
Yeah.
Like I remember the GameCube and stuff like the Sonic game that had like photorealistic sky. Where it's just like a JPEG of the sky. But right. I thought that was like, whoa, it's real. Graphics are real.
Yeah. Yeah, I never had GameCube actually. So I didn't understand that. Like I did... So I was like big into N64, and then of course, like because we were little freaking hipsters, my brothers and I got really into NES and Super Nintendo from just like thrift store. Like back then, you just get it at thrift stores. So we got really into like, I don't know, playing Double Dragon together and stuff. But we never got the GameCube, so I don't really understand much about it. But the GameCube was kind of a flop, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like compared to the PlayStation 2, for sure.
And so the revolution,
the Wii like saved Nintendo. Yeah,
they had to do that because they were flopping.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just crazy.
They had to.
Like, I think it's really interesting because looking back now, I really hate the controller of the Wii, and I hate aiming it, and I don't like any of that aspect of it.
It sucks to play actual video games on.
Yeah. So what did you play
But it
on
was
it?
Well, I mean, like, I did play actual video games on it because I was able to plug in a GameCube controller for like Super Smash Brothers or the Zeldas, or I'm sure I played like Mario Galaxy. And I remember like Rock Band and Guitar Hero were like still at their peak when the Wii came out. So I remember.
Oh, were they on there? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think. Did you play those games?
Yeah, of course. Well,
but the Wii was
mostly
also
Guitar
like
Hero, though. Not Rock Band. I played Dragon Force: The Fire and Flame.
The Wii was like a family thing, it was like a family-owned thing. Like my parents liked it. Like,
right? Yeah.
I remember I was like taking a nap in the basement, and I woke up to grunting, and my dad was doing push-ups on the Wii Fit.
I don't know if that's what he was doing, but he might have been making a little Miles Jr.
Oh wait, what?
I think this was maybe the birth of also, it's funny to think about someone who's like I feel like we know enough about this topic to be doing a really bad podcast right now. I think in a new kind of way, where it's like a really bad video game podcast and a really bad comedy podcast, and I like that about it.
It's hard to know where doing it on purpose ends and being kind of bad begins.
Yeah. I can't remember what the gesture is that we do. An audio wink or a verbal eyebrow raise.
Yeah, verbal eyebrow raise.
I just did one. But I think maybe this is the beginning, or at least like codified the idea of a casual gamer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I think all the stuff that was happening at the same time, like those Farmville, like Facebook games, and like Fruit Ninja and Candy Crush were all, yeah, totally. But also, the casual gamer is kind of like a marketing term. It also codified the kiddie gamer or the baby gamer.
Oh, true.
Like people like because like the Nintendo games are for babies.
Yeah, like,
and
especially
they
if
really
you're a
leaned
true
into the
gamer.
baby aesthetic at that point. Like everything was like Kirby's Yarn World and Yoshi's Clay World and Mario and Sonic Playtime.
Did you collect
like
what were those things called that you put on the Wii and then it unlocks a character?
The amiibo.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't like figures. No, I'm not much of a collector. That takes it. I don't like having like there's girls around. I don't want them. I don't want them to see it.
Right. I will say it's true. Like, even back then, and I admit now, like I went too far with being interested in graphic tees. And I thought that having a Simpsons T-shirt, I still secretly kind of like it, and I still always want to buy them. And my wife stops me, but for some reason, it always looked bad to have Mario on a shirt. Always.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think there is something about it that's like one level too lame.
Yeah. I think because like even the stuff that's kind of cool. Okay. I think I'm going to play my gamer card here. I think there's some renders from Nintendo 64 area Mario that look kind of cool. And it would be cool, like, blown up huge on a graphic tee. how like if it had that like kind of scanned from a magazine texture.
Yeah.
But like even though like 80s Mario stuff was just so target already that there was no like retro
there's no redeeming it. I did actually I tested this with myself, and I bought at Uniqlo I bought a Mario the movie t-shirt that was like a really, really ugly version of the poster. And I got it on sale, but I can't wear it. I'm disgusted with myself when I put it on. So kind of just wear it to the gym. But
yeah, but video games aren't cool. You can't make them cool.
But they've been trying, and they've been trying to say that video games are art as well.
Yeah.
Or that they're like better storytelling than like they're not. Like video games are not good storytelling at all. They're fun to play.
If I can skip a cutscene, I will.
Dude, same. Like in Zelda too, they're like just blabbing forever and typing it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But I also think a lot of the Wii games, like the sports ones, like bowling or whatever. First of all, I remember like really hurting my arm from playing it one night, just from like going too hard, and my arm hurt for so long. Maybe that's more to do with my out of shapeness than anything. But you shouldn't need to be in shape to play a video game. But
these kinds of games don't exist anymore.
Right. Well, I think they did start making them like headset. Like, have you ever gone to someone's house and they have a fucking whatever?
Yeah, headset? That's fun for 15 minutes.
It's fun for 15 minutes, and then you're like, I feel sick, and also I couldn't really see that well, but it was cool that I could like put a basketball through a hoop with my forehead. Like,
there's a fun one where you like walk on a tightrope or something, and then you fall to your death, and it really feels like you're falling.
Oh,
that's
cool.
Good for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's about it. I think maybe Nintendo had their pulse on a version of Craft, but I think it is because it's baby games. They're not trying to make art also. Like, have you ever tried playing The Last of Us? This shit is so boring.
It looks really boring and dreadful.
It's terrible. It sucks. But I was going to say, though, even the sports games on Wii, I think, got a little bit old pretty quickly.
Definitely. Yeah, it's not like something you can sink hours into, which is probably good.
It is probably good. But, like, for example, Mario Kart, I would get sucked into, like, trying to beat the ghost on every level, and then I would be, like, getting the perfect turns on Moo Moo Cow Farm or whatever. Just, like, spending hours grinding to get the perfect line, and to this day, I'm sick at that level. I can't remember what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think that I like when a low stakes game you can still get deeply addicted to it. Or like are you one of these people who's like incredible at Smash Bros?
I'm not that level. I'm like better than most people, but I'm not like one of those guys.
Okay.
Like, fair. I think there was a time I knew some of the tech, but I didn't know most of the tech.
Is Smash Bros? Is there a skill involved? It's not just button mashing?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a meta that you have to memorize, and you have to like time your movements, and you have to edge guard. You have to chase people off the screen. Like, I do think there's some kind of skill.
What are the other like big Wii games? I'm trying to think. And also, I have a question. When you were doing the motion games, did you put the wrist strap on?
No, I played fast and loose like that.
Yeah, same.
I'm even kind of bad about putting my seatbelt on.
Yeah, same, honestly.
Like, if I'm driving in the neighborhood, I
kind of just get used to the beep of my car.
Yes, it's like soothing.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, the wrist strap. I mean, I think I did probably have an accident or two with the controller. Yeah. I don't think I ever threw the controller in anger, though. But
I also kind of figured out that like the Wii's motion sensing was pretty primitive, and you didn't have to like ever be in a position where the controller would slip your hand. You could
you could kind of do
most
style.
of the stuff with a flick of the wrist, for sure.
I really hated on Mario Galaxy how you had to aim it to get those little glowing things. That didn't matter.
And I hated how you had to like shake it around to spin.
Yeah, that was annoying too. Definitely. It seems like the tech of that is like just a gimmick that kind of got old pretty quick, but then there were still pretty good games, probably.
Well, like the Nintendo DS, like the first games were all about using the touchscreen, but after a while, they just started making normal games. Oh
yeah, we had Nintendogs for the DS, and Sarah played that for a long time, and then she didn't open it for like 2 years, and she opened it again, and her dog was like on death's door. It was like, why did they make it like that? Just let the thing die.
Oh, I mean, on that note, I think there was an Animal Crossing on the Wii, which like is another baby game that like punishes you for not playing it for some reason. I feel like the Wii had tons of just like crap games. Just like crap gimmick shovelware.
Yes, well, shovelware. Now that's a gamer word. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it is. There was
like all those Lego games where it was like a movie but Lego. I definitely played some of those because I'm such a fucking nerd.
What about making a Mii's? Did you have fun making Mii's?
Yeah, I did, and I'm trying to remember what I made. I think it's hard to separate like what was a meme and what was a me, because I feel like I have a distinct memory of seeing a Kanye West one, but I don't think I made it. I obviously made myself. I feel like I might have made David Brandt in The Office.
You could there was like a me like app that you could upload me's to, and people could vote on your me's, and there was like top me's of the week, and I think you could download ones too. So like people made like Homer Simpson me's.
Yeah, that's cool.
Homer Simpson me.
Did you make some good ones?
I think I just I honestly think I made I think there was like a sleepover once, and we just made me's of everyone we knew. Like cruelly accurate me's of everyone in our school.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's really fun. Oh yeah, so could you share them? You could download them to your system. Mm-hmm. I see.
Yeah,
I think that kind of stuff's pretty cool.
The Wii was like this is the craziest episode ever. This is this is like the worst the worst example of just nostalgia, soy facing over.
Well, I'm not soy facing. I'm verbal eyebrow raising.
Well, it's nice. I guess a dynamic where one of us is soy facing and one of us is verbal eye raising is kind of a better tension than what we normally have.
That's kind of the sweet spot. Yeah, you're being so nice to me today. You don't have this simmering rage at me that you usually have. People pick
That's because we haven't started to watch 3 hours of YouTube videos yet. But those are knocking at the. I know those are knocking at the door.
Yeah.
Oh. But okay, Guitar Hero. What do you think about Guitar Hero and music and video games together, and gamers discovering music through that game?
I kind of at this point in my life in 2026 wish that I could go back and not let anyone discover any music ever. Mm-hmm. I wish that it had all stayed a secret, probably. But there
Even from you, or do you want to be the gatekeeper?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Well, the thing is, until this year, I always thought that I was the normie who was trying to keep up with everyone. But I'm realizing that no one else has even done any of this stuff. So I feel like that with music specifically, more people should have more shame and self-loathing that should drive them to dig deeper. But there was a game that I always wanted to try that was, I think it was called Rockwell or something, but you could actually plug a real guitar into it and learn how to play guitar. It was like Guitar Hero, but you could learn guitar, which seemed kind of cool. But I also probably would have bought it and never plugged it in, like I have with so many things.
I guess this is just me being a nerd, but one of the biggest flops, one of Nintendo's biggest misses was a game called Wii Music. And
What was that?
actually, we should watch the video for that, because that was like, that went triple-double platinum on game FAQs and stuff.
What do you mean went triple-double platinum on game FAQ? What does that mean?
Like, it just
do you
was
like read IGN and stuff?
When I was a kid, yeah.
Because I'm not going to spoil it, but later on you use some more terminology. Really
yeah, I know a lot about video games.
But you don't play like Elden Ring or something.
I don't play that one. I did try to, and it's actually pretty fun. But I'm not like, yeah, I'm like I'm like an underground gamer. I like the underground games. I'm like a hipster.
No, you're talking other than, like, you mean you're like Celeste or something?
I didn't like Celeste, but I like
let me guess, Limbo.
Hades. You know your shit. I don't know Limbo.
I'm not pretending that I don't game. I game.
All right, watch this Wii music thing that happened at E3. Like, I used to like follow E3. Are you ready?
Oh, that's sick. There's the goat.
Yep.
But since we have everyone here this morning, I thought it might be nice if we played a song for you.
Miyamoto song himself.
I forgot that you had to plug the joystick into the Wiimote.
I forgot that too. In my head, they were not connected.
Yeah, that's so annoying.
On the drums.
The nunchuck.
Joining in the band will be Nintendo of America's Vice President of Corporate Affairs, Ms. Denise Kegler, on the marimba.
Man, it sucks that every new thing that's announced has to be some big keynote address.
Yeah, that's what's funny about it's funny how corporate this is. Like, it seems like it's like a presentation for investors.
Looks like all that's left for me is the cowbell.
Nice, more cowbell.
That got some laughs. Probably too few laughs.
Bring the house down, guys.
Yeah, probably whoever wrote it was like, Wow. So there's 4 people on stage with their Wiimotes, and then they're represented as Miis playing music, but I don't understand how the game works.
Yeah, that's the major
rhythm?
critique. There's barely rhythm. That guy's like a professional drummer, I guess.
So this was a flop, or was it not released?
This was a total flop. Yeah, it was released. Everyone hated it because there's like no gameplay. Like, you just
kind of dance along.
Yeah. Oh, people love to play Just Dance.
Oh yeah, I didn't mind Dance.
I didn't like that.
I had like a cheap Dance Dance Revolution ripoff mat that I played once or twice, but this is awesome. I do like that it's like slightly janky still, what they're doing.
It's insanely janky. It's horrible.
Yeah, but I like it. I like
I know.
that it's not quantized. Is that the word, quantized, where it's in time?
Quantified? Oh, I'm not a music theory guy.
Yeah, you're too much of a gamer.
Exactly.
Well, you shared some nerd shit with me. I think, you know, if I could be vulnerable as well. On the Wii, there was an unpatched, I can't remember the name. I can't remember the term for this, but there was like something in some software where you could easily hack your Wii and homebrew it without having to install anything. And I became really obsessed with that, and I successfully did it. And then I could run all kinds of emulators on it, and I was really excited about that. I was like and I still secretly am really into like setting up emulators and putting every game on it ever and then not playing them. But did you ever do that? Did you ever hack your Wii?
No, I never hacked my Wii. I think I had too much respect for the integrity of the product.
And then when I had a Wii U, I hacked that as well. Actually, I think I took it to some guy off of Kijiji who like soldered something in it, and then I could torrent new Wii U games, which is how I first played Breath of the Wild on my hacked Wii U. But I thought the Wii U was pretty good, actually.
I thought I liked it. Like, I liked playing Breath of the Wild on it and Super Smash Brothers.
There was a fun
Splatoon.
Mario game where you chase after each other. One of the mini games.
Oh yeah, yeah, that one's fun. But Mario Galaxy wiped the floor with that.
Yeah, although I've played Mario Galaxy again on Switch, and I didn't love it. It was okay.
I actually agree with that. Like I replayed it recently, and I thought it was kind of boring, and I beat it like really fast.
And so much of it was about
weird.
Aiming for those stupid stars in the background, which I didn't like. But I think like Mario 64 really does hold up as a really interesting game, and if you 100% it, there's a lot of fun, challenging things to do.
Yeah, like I don't even want to finish that sentence.
Do it. You have to.
I've watched some interesting YouTube videos of people who like to like break the game, like the speedrun techniques and stuff are pretty interesting.
One thing I played on it as well, because it was fun to go online, was I did play early Call of Duty games on there with my friends, and that was fun because you could aim with the controller, which was easier. But I like this video showing off the gameplay of Call of Duty because it's someone filming their like old TV.
Yeah, it's crazy how old the Wii is. Like, we still had CRT TVs.
And especially when you film a CRT TV, it doesn't really work at all.
Yeah, the flickering. Dude, this is so funny. This dude, like this butt rock, and then he still has his, like, some kind of, like picture of a clown that was given to him when he was born, hung up.
Yeah, the video's COD5 gameplay Wii.
And, like, the cheapest participation trophies, like... proudly on his TV.
The gameplay looks pretty good though, honestly. Yeah. I think people
like shooting games.
Yeah, none at all. What about Splatoon?
I guess I like Splatoon. Never mind.
You really are. I feel like we've made it this far and we haven't listened to this yet. We probably should quickly listen to this.
This song's really nice.
It is crazy how nice this is.
The Wii Shop theme is really good too.
The Wii Shop theme is so good, and it's also like very there's something very retro futurist about this music and the Wii Shop theme, where it's like they are making fun of the idea of a shop, I think, in a way.
Yeah, like it's like
we should have played this under the whole episode. This is 1 hour.
I don't know if people will yell at me for name dropping him, but like that James Ferrero album about shopping.
Yeah, why would someone yell at you about him?
I don't know. I thought maybe he was soft canceled or something.
I think
people don't yell at me.
I think he's just really annoying.
Yeah.
Which is worse than being canceled, in my opinion. But yeah, this is like from like Dexter's Laboratory if they went shopping or something. And they're making fun of the mall. They'd play this.
Yeah, it's like it's a kitschy Muzak type thing.
It's really nice though. But like, I guess it doesn't read as that for people who were first introduced to that style from this. Maybe it's just normal.
I feel like, well, like, do you look at like the Fruitager Arrow aesthetic shit?
No, I don't know what that means. What you just said.
I think like I already think it like has been played out, but it was like really popular a couple years ago to
okay, I see what you mean now.
Yeah.
Right.
So like I think like I feel like people, like young people specifically, have nostalgia for this. They don't see it as like the like,
they don't know that it was like
they don't see it as a reference to like 60s like exotica or whatever. They think it was like
right
futuristic tropical
Yeah.
type things.
Yeah, young people are so stupid, honestly.
They have so much to learn. They're like unmolded balls of clay. It's exciting. I wish I was young. I wish I haven't been sculpted by
Society.
age. Mm-hmm.
Well, a lot of people really hated the Wii. It sounds like we both liked it since we've just been yapping this whole time.
Yep.
Let's check out some people who hate it. This guy.
Hey guys, look what I finally got.
Plugs.
Nintendo Wii, right there. Wii.
Yes, and
I assure you, when I found this,
I was gonna.
He's wearing
I
like
stopped myself. I was gonna call it a bald guy hat, and then I realized that I shouldn't say that.
No,
anymore.
it is. Well, thank you, but it's like it is like a newsboy cap, but he's wearing it tilted up like it's a flat brim hat that
He's
he
wearing
wrote
it like bike courier
brutal on.
style. Yeah.
finally, I was calm,
That's
I was
crazy.
cool, and I was
Imagine
totally
writing
collected.
like radical underneath it.
Yeah.
Nintendo Wii!
I can't watch this one actually. Let's keep going. This one, there's quite a few that are just like text only that I really liked. Like this one.
Yeah, I love a gamer rant. I love when a gamer starts ranting.
Yeah, just speak your truth, king. So it's showing old people playing with the Wii remote. Which, yeah, I don't know. If I was a kid gaming, I wouldn't want old people taking over. What do you notice about these images? It says. Yes, old people are playing. You don't want to bring your friends to your house for a game of WarioWare to find your grandpa swinging the Wiimote like a tennis racket. Dude, WarioWare is so good. Nintendo are trying to make a console for everyone to play. They are making a mockery of all the hardcore gamers.
Dude, that's awesome.
What about the good old days when we used to stay up all night while the corners of our eyes dried to a crisp as we got through that one painstaking level?
I wish I'd watched this before I wrote my, takes a newspaper headline, takes the meaning out of gaming.
It takes the complexity out of gaming that stopped your parents or your younger siblings from playing it. What is gaming? Do Nintendo even know what gaming is? People don't want to spend all this effort getting good at a game. They want to be able to pick it up and win. In that way, the Wii appealed to a big chunk of the gaming market. Those that just pure and simple want to win. This is not me. So apparently waving your arm back and forth is innovative and fresh. Well, yeah, it is, but it's also stupid. I'm too tired of clothes all looking the same. I'm going to wear a trash bag because it's innovative. It's a misuse of the word. While different, it is not a step forward and is not innovative. I've had enough of these games where all the practice I've put into a game pays off in an online tournament, and I'm obviously better. Anyways, it just goes on and on.
Yeah, I love this.
It's really
Great
good.
find. Yeah.
There's something about like I just wish Gamergate wasn't so evil because there's something really cute about it too. People going so insane for their jangling keys in front of them.
Yeah. Types of people who like the Wii. This will be good. Parents.
Elderly people. Young children. People who don't understand gaming. People with simple minds. People who are lazy gamers. People who enjoy trends / fads.
Dude, this
Both
is
of those
so
are
good.
Capitalized. Basically, if you're not in one of the top 3 categories, then you are an idiot. What does that mean? If you're not a child?
He means if you're a parent, elderly person, or little kid, yeah. If any dickhead, I was wondering when this would get PG. If any dickhead Wii fan has got anything
to, I'm guessing it'll say. About
this movie.
Calling it a movie. This is 18 years old, this video. Oh yeah. Oh, there are 569 comments. So
I think, you know what? I think this might be rage bait.
Do you think?
I think because of the engagement bait, I guess.
I don't know.
Because of that tag at the end.
I see what you're saying, but I think it was like 18 years ago. I don't think anyone had the sort of the media literacy, so to speak, the marketing literacy to know to do that. Maybe I'm wrong. They also have a 9-minute video called "The Wii Sucks." We won't watch the whole thing, but I don't think they would have made this as well if they were.
Yeah. Are we watching the Wii Sucks? Good. I was clicking around on their YouTube. Let's check out the graphics of a few Wii games first. Yeah, that was a popular rallying cry for Nintendo fans. Is graphics more than gameplay.
People say that about Switch too. I mean, Switch as well, but also Switch 2, I think. They complain about the graphics. Look at the hamster's forelegs. They are so skinny that is seriously screwed up. Is it bait, do you think?
I
used to be the kind of person who prided himself on knowing if it was bait or not. I think it's more likely it was just like a 10-year-old making this.
I think it's a 10-year-old, but I think like even a 10-year-old has like they're on the crest of understanding when they're being outrageous or not.
Yeah, that's true. This snowboarding game looks kind of beautiful.
Yeah, I kind of like the crappiness of the graphics. The Wii did not have HD capabilities.
Right.
Which was another knock against it.
You had to use those colorful cables, right?
Mm-hmm.
Better, but you can find those type of graphics on a PS2 or Xbox. So I think this person, ZenK15, truly did hate the Wii.
Yeah.
They're not on there anymore. There's another one that's similar that is just like someone typing into the Notes app on their computer, which we can just check out real quick. Okay, guys, here is a video about. Maybe I can speed it up, actually. I mean, this is just a silent video where someone is typing into the text edit app.
Yeah, and they're also editing as they go.
Yeah, they can barely spell first-party games. Oh, no, and they don't even have the width correctly, so half of the sentence is getting cut off. Wii Sports
was fun for a week.
True.
But then you need something else to play. Okay. Let's get a first-person shooter. The Conduit. Fail.
This is from a channel called Anti-Wii Gamer from 16 years ago. This is their only video. And even in the description of the channel, it says the conduit is fail. So this might be a little bit long, but they do kind of just keep typing in some stuff here. And then this one also is called Wii Sucks. And this one is even less creative. It has no sound, and it's just the phrase Wii Sucks balls with no sound on the video. So those are kind of the Wii Sucks videos I had for you.
Mm-hmm. Should we watch some song parodies?
Yeah, there's a couple song parodies I found as well. This one I thought was pretty interesting because I think it does really show, and I guess we do maybe have to talk about at the end whether or not this is millennial culture or something else, but it's hard to imagine someone doing a Dave Matthews parody. I mean...
Yeah.
It's by Toby Turner.
It's been months now, but no one's got to.
Is he?
Still, I check game shops every day.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if it was a one-to-one parody, or if he's doing like a Weird Al.
Oh yeah, the style
parody.
Is this a song? I don't. Truthfully,
it is.
I drank the Kool-Aid that Dave Matthews was bad, and I don't. I wish I hadn't, but I think it's too late to get back into him.
I think he has some good songs. I kind of appreciate Dave Matthews. It reminds me of being at like it's a CD that like my parents' friends would put on at a party.
Yeah,
it makes me feel like cozy like that.
Oh yeah, definitely, and like the playing is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a parody is about how the Wii was sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that does remind me of one more video I need to play before our final. What do you think of this parody?
I'm kind of impressed by it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. It's not funny. It doesn't even approach funny.
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
But he's like a good singer.
I feel like it's what they call in comedy a hat on a hat, because he's trying to make fun of Dave Matthews and talk about the Wii at the same time, and they're not really like. It's getting murky. What's the main takeaway?
Yeah.
But them lining up reminded me of this video of someone driving this. So this is people in line in Canada at Future Shop, lined up to get the Wii, and someone doing a drive-by.
Nintendo Wii sucks! Waste of money! Yeah.
That somehow felt so long, despite being 20 seconds. But yeah, kind of cool, I guess. You know, when the Switch 2 came out, I went to a place where there was a huge lineup, and then I just went somewhere else, and there was no lineup at all.
Yeah.
Got it.
Was
right
it like,
away.
was the first place like a video game store and the second place like a
big
department
box
store?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was super easy. How about you?
That's a major strat that you just dropped some Unk knowledge on us.
This is the best song parody, and it's been uploaded many times because it's so good.
Hi, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Hi, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Hi, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Hi, excuse me. Can I have the attention of all gamers for a few seconds? Hi, kids. Do you like cartoon games? Want to play on a system that doesn't do HD and the graphics are lame? No. Want to drop a few $100 on something you'll play for a month till you realize Wii Sports is only fun when you're drunk? Then there's the Miis you can make with your Wii, but they don't do anything as far as I can see. Then the press says,
Nintendo Wiis are selling like crack.
but that's because it's a cheap PS2 dressed up like a Mac. The VC games they sell are expensive as hell, and you probably finished them 10 years ago, but oh well. Third-party support, to say the least, it's a bummer. Ever heard of a good game on Wii that didn't have an Italian plumber?
It's a me, Mario.
Sure, it's a cool system if you like to Wii Bowl, but fighting games and shooters have crap for controls. I played Mortal Kombat with
This
my
is
arms
making me
flailing
feel
around,
really
and
depressed
within a
to
few
know about
minutes,
any of
I
it.
knocked myself out.
Ouch.
Hi, I hate this.
Wii!
I hate this.
Wii!
I hate this.
Nintendo!
Hi, I hate this.
Wii!
I hate
That
this.
was-
Wii!
I hate this.
Nintendo!
What do I think about that?
Joseph?
SarcasticGamer.com.
Sarcastic.
The sarcastic gamer. Oh yeah.
.com. Well, the person who uploaded this says I not make this, so I don't know. Joseph
Yeah.
Methven?
Is that that's the uploader, but not the sarcastic gamer. It was truly their triumph.
Yeah, is that can we I'm just trying to figure out who made this, cuz this went crazy. This went everywhere. This one. It's been uploaded many times. There's like tributes to it and everything. I guess like sarcasticgamer.com was an independent video gaming blog as part of the Gamercast network. I mean, I think that I feel a lot of my life has been about the question of whether or not there can be guilty pleasures, or if it's okay to just like things. I think lately I'm leaning more towards that we should all feel more guilt about the things that we like. And I think this conversation about the Wii has really exacerbated that feeling that this is all very shameful.
I think like we should listen to the shame and stop liking shameful things, but it's so hard.
It's
like
so
how we're
hard
trying
'cause
to quit Twitter.
Yeah. Like, I kind of just want to play Tony Hawk right now, still.
Yeah. That's
and I'm not
fine.
even enjoying it. I'm just trying to unlock all the platinum points on the
Well, that's
new
not
one.
good.
I'm just trying to get, like, collect all the energy drinks, and it's fucking annoying. And I turned off all the music on the game because I'm sick of it. So just like sitting there in silence for hours trying to. That's not fun. I should read.
Yeah. Yeah. Our next episode should be about a book.
Yeah. Do you think the Wii is millennial?
Yes, I do.
Me too. I think I
don't know if I think it's excellent.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, we just had so many convincing articles about how it sucks. I mean, videos, not articles. It was an article.
It was.
We were reading articles about how it sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. If anything, a YouTube video is to reading an article what an audiobook is to reading a book, I think. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, I look back fondly on the Wii, but I think, again, your point of just the nostalgia-gasm is also gross. I think this is my biggest verbal eyebrow raise yet that I've ever had, honestly. Mm-hmm. But I still like to play video games. Can't help myself. I still secretly like graphic tees a lot, and I look at them at Target every time I'm there.
Do you get graphic tees at Target, or you just look at them there?
Not usually. The last one I bought there was the CBGB's one, which is pretty sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I remember I tried on the Lizzo one with you in Bloomington.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, but I didn't remember you walking out the door with it.
I was like pretty tempted, honestly, but it felt loaded in a way that
yeah, she was under scrutiny at that time.
Yeah, exactly. Now I think this is actually a pretty interesting one. Is the Wii Reddit? That's where I learned how to mod it. Was on Reddit.
You learned how to meta on Reddit?
How to mod my Wii.
Yeah.
I modded my Wii on Reddit. That could be a shirt, a graphic tee.
Like, instead of I met my wife on Reddit, I modded my Wii?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think the Wii is Reddit. I do. I think video games in general are Reddit.
Yeah. I think video games are probably bad. I think like video games are probably like, I do think it's becoming a bit of a thing to like say they're bad, but I do think they're probably pretty bad. I think they don't offer much constructive and they just waste a lot of time.
Yeah. I mean, I do think like there's probably some benefit to there's like some kind of social opportunity. Like I know people like spend time with their friends through gaming. But I don't do that. For me, it's an isolating behavior.
Yeah, same. I don't. And when people are like, "Oh, you're online. Do you want to play?" And I'm like, I just like turn it off immediately because I don't want to. I don't like wearing it. Have you ever like worn a headset and talked to your friends while playing?
Yeah, that's the hard thing. Is like to do it online, you have to invest more into it, and it's like,
and then you're wearing a headset, and then your wife takes a photo of you wearing a headset and laughs at you for being a gamer.
The gamer's plight. It's quite the burden to bear.
It's no wonder Gamergate happened. I think I ended this episode feeling somewhat sympathetic towards Gamergate, which I think is probably the wrong message to take from it.
Well, if there's one message our audience can take from the podcast, don't forget to check out our Patreon because we're not going to post the previews anymore because we're not sure if that scheme worked.
Yeah.
And that's the one message.
That's the one message, absolutely.
And stick around for our guest.
Dude, we got to learn what to do here. I hit record. I'm going to say we're here with Peter from, and I've never said your band name out loud.
Let's see how it goes.
Anamanaguchi.
It's pretty close. The chi is it's a soft chi.
It's a soft chi. No, I actually honestly, and I feel like I'm pretty good at spelling, but I can't even picture it when I think of. I mean, I know of your band. I've listened to your band. I remember seeing you on Tumblr all the time in the olden days.
Dude, yeah, Tumblr. I was an early Tumblr user.
I feel like you were all over Tumblr, honestly. Yeah. But I genuinely, Miles, do you know how to say the band name?
Is it Anamanaguchi?
You got it. First try. Yeah.
Hey, how about that? How about that?
Yeah, made up word and you got it.
Is it made up?
Totally. Yeah. Basically, it was my AOL screen name when I was like 12. My friend did a Jabba the Hutt impression, and I thought it was funny. I wanted it to be the band name of my punk band, but everyone in the punk band wanted a more serious name. So
what'd they go
I just
for?
made that my screen name, and then when I made my own music, I just picked my screen name.
And then you, of course, outlasted the dumbass punks that you...
Those fucking punks, they're trash. They're just garbage.
What can you say what the punk name was called, or is that...
Yeah, definitely. We didn't ever release stuff, but we were called... They opted for Life Sentence or The Iconoclasts.
Okay. Both of those probably about a dozen bands each. Not very good SEO, I don't think.
No, they weren't thinking for SEO. They were thinking for writing it on a jacket or a flyer or something. They were like real punks, these guys. I was the poser.
Well, I want to talk more about that in a second, but I know Miles all day has been pacing his room. He's an Indiana pacer over here.
Yep.
We're ready to
Oh, you guys are Indiana, right? Right?
I am.
Miles is. I'm in Montreal.
Oh, nice.
In Canada.
Oh, okay, cool. Pacing, yes.
I have been pacing, and I've been stewing it over, and I'm asking the big question. Peter, when did you realize you were a millennial?
Yeah, dude, this is a big question. I think I settled into that. Honestly, it's I never thought I was Gen Z. I never thought I was Gen X. But I always thought I was a very special person, which I guess makes me a millennial. So, yeah.
What
I tried to get away with Gen Y for so long. Gen Y. I wrote that in some emails in 2014. And then, you just have to cave. It's like BuzzFeed, whatever.
Wait, what
it's
kind
fine.
of emails were you sending that you were saying Gen Y?
That's a good question. Let me search my Gmail. I was talking about one of my big hobbies is studying technology and psychology and stuff like that. And I follow this guy, Marshall McLuhan, in saying that generation gaps are not a biological thing exclusively, but definitely a technological thing. You're formed by whatever communications technology you habitually use. And so that's how the boomers were different from the great generation, because it was radio to television, And then after that, Gen X is basically boomers part 2. And then now with millennials, it's sort of well, are we computer people or are we TV people? And the Gen Z and Alpha are way more on the computer side. So, yeah, I was talking about Gen Y. Actually, when I was arguing against this fourth turning Steve Bannon shit somewhere.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You've just said so many interesting things so quickly that it's hard to catch up. We did both look up your name in preparation for this, and independently of one another found a very interesting article you wrote for Plow magazine about Marshall McLuhan and AI. And honestly, I've had a really long day at work, and I tried reading it, and I basically couldn't absorb it at all. But it seemed really good.
Well, that's why people subscribe to the magazine. It keeps them coming back. It's if it's dense enough, and A, it makes you feel real smart, which is great, and then B, people get a lot of value out of time. Trying.
What
to,
if it becomes instead of saying A and B, you say A and I from A?
Oh wow. That's kind of high tech.
Could be. But if you had to explain it, in a dumb explain it like I'm 5, not because I like that, but because I couldn't absorb it in time today. What's the basis of the argument seemed very interesting, and it seemed like something about to be honest, I go back to thinking about the concept of eating from the tree of knowledge leading to the fall of man biblically. And now we have unlimited knowledge, and it's really scary.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. Earlier, you asked me what I was doing today, and I said that I was looking through some of the Epstein emails. That hobby that people have today is unthinkable fucking, I don't know, 5 years ago. Although people were kind of still doing that. I'll get into the topic of the paper real quick, but I did want to mention that the main thesis of it is that not to quote Sam Hyde, but there is a paradigm shift that happened.
That's a good. If you're gonna have to quote Sam Hyde, I think those are two
you should say that.
words you can stick to. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The first Sam Hyde quote on the show. I think you're our first outspoken Sam Hyde fan on the show. So thank you.
I'd say I like his TED Talk. I don't know if I'm a fan. I actually have email correspondence with him back from 2009 before anybody knew what $1 Million Extreme was. He wanted an editor for something, and I had made a post on something awful that he thought was funny, but the paradigm shift aspect, yes. So this just goes back to what I was saying, that like, if you thought that the world was shaped around television or even electricity, which has been the paradigm for like the past, 200 years or so, since like telegraph, then it might seem like the world is ending. But in fact, there's a new situation that we're in, and that's the digital thing. And I can like get into that, and that's annoying as fuck. But the point of the paper, it's directed at this audience for Plow, who are mostly, religious Christians who I think they have to do with something called the Bruderhof thing, which is sort of like a Mennonite Amish offshoot.
Shouts
where,
out.
Like they live in like sort of like worker communities and stuff. I'm Catholic myself, so my attitude towards all this stuff is, let's lay down in the paper there. But yeah, I follow like Pope Francis and this idea of like acknowledging the creation with digital technology of something what he calls the technocratic paradigm, where basically we pretend that technology is neutral and that, if you can do something, then it's inevitable that it will happen, and there's no ethical discussion about it at all. And then it's just a matter of, okay, well, how do we get to hold the keys to it first? And well, we don't even, the question of, think about how it works and how it affects us later, that actually doesn't even enter the question later for a lot of these people.
Right.
So we're definitely living in that situation now where,
Wow. I mean, there's so many threads I want to pull on. One of them, well, okay, let's do a choose your own adventure. Do we want to talk about the shift, the McLuhan shift, and how Gen Z people don't know how to torrent and maybe don't even care to? Or do we want to go down the path of, you come from a background making chiptune music, and are you possibly open-minded to AI more than others?
I think I can blend those things seamlessly. But,
Perfect.
So the idea of Gen Z people not necessarily being interested in torrenting, it doesn't. It's not appealing to them. I think like the idea of this barrier, like the reason that most of us think that torrenting is cool is because we were downloading DivX files instead of paying $20 to go see The Matrix or whatever.
That's right. Well, for me, I think also when I talk about that, and like I don't know, Miles, if you were a big downloader in the day or not, but I think it was like, it felt like it was important to know who all the bands were, and so I would spend all night on SoulSeek, like making sure I had them all and at least trying to get through them. And I feel like there was this like completist mentality to downloading.
Was that a question for?
It was just neither. It was just me talking.
Well, I love SoulSeek. I actually still use it all the time.
I was thinking of getting back into it, honestly, but then there's always some like narc who doesn't want to share their files with you.
Yeah, I always get the message that's like, don't download from me because you're not sharing your files. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I will, but I suck.
I don't share them. I'm a leech.
But yeah, I was big on stuff like What CD, where in fact, like Anamanaguchi, we uploaded our own music to What.CD back in the day. It had leaked on there, and then we gave better files to them and fulfilled the bounty for that,
Nice.
which was cool.
That probably helps your ratio.
It did, big time. And then the whole website went down. The thing that bums me out about torrenting recently is the library genesis, like LibGen. There was like a period from like 2018 to like 2022 where you could just get like every book through. I suppose there was like torrents involved there, but yeah, I think back to the Gen Z McLuhan thing. Yeah, people tend to acclimate as they, go from infancy to puberty to whatever dominant weaponry is around them, and that's how they get through the world and stuff. And for us, it was like, torrenting was the vanguard of shit, and now it seems like AI to some degree, like, I don't know, vibe coding, whatever. I haven't spent much time with AI myself. It's not something that I enjoy personally.
But surely if you were like, I mean, I just am assuming it would never enter your mind to like make an album cover with AI or something. Is that
yeah,
true?
not really.
Is that fair to say? Yeah,
it is fair to say. Even like prototyping album art with AI, like maybe as a joke, but that's not what I'm really interested in, I guess. We just wrote a song that's coming out on the quote-unquote deluxe edition of our album anyway, which is a love song to, I guess, GPT 4.0, written from the perspective of the guy Eric Solberg, who murdered his mother and then himself.
Oh my God.
After falling in love with the chatbot, and it encouraged him every step of the way.
Yeah, that shit is so scary.
Yeah.
But also, I think it's worth mentioning that this episode is about the Nintendo Wii, which I think feels like
hell yeah, dude.
Quaint,
let's fucking go.
A more quaint kind of technology. But I also know you've done a lot of video game music, and
that's right.
Like your newer stuff doesn't really sound like chiptune music to me. But do you have a history with that specific genre?
Chiptune, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, of course. Okay. And even on our latest album, though it may be hard to hear, there's still like NES programming all over it. There's even some Game Boy stuff in there too.
Like actual what's it called again? Where you like hack the hardware to do it?
Yeah. Basically using the sound chip that's in the Nintendo Entertainment System, and we recorded straight from it. That whole thing I think is very, very important to Anamanaguchi. It's the reason why, like, even though we basically made like a We're Human rock and roll album, we still felt that it was totally necessary to have the computer stuff in there, like the Nintendo chiptune,
right,
sort of like hand programmed element to it.
What attracts you to that, or like that sound? Like, how do you see the relationship between video games and your art? Is it just like a sound quality that you have nostalgia for, or is it like, are you interested in leveraging technology in a specific way?
Yeah, I think there's something like punk about taking apart the stuff that's just around you and trying to like figure out how it works. And yeah, like growing up, I had my older brother's Nintendo in the basement. I basically learned how to read playing Zelda with my brother and my parents and stuff. And I played a lot of video games. And but I don't play too many video games anymore. It's not like a yay gamer situation.
Right.
It's more like I like it the same way that I like hearing the sounds come from like Christmas decorations, where it's not an MP3 that's playing. It's like, oh, there's a sound chip inside that little device that's like designed to make these particular tones. And I like the idea of participating in stuff like that, like machines that are designed to do a particular thing. It's a lot of fun to
that makes sense.
Make them do what you want, I think.
I wonder if it'd be harder. Like, it seems like you make a lot of music, and are very active, I wonder if it'd be harder if you were gaming all the time. Like sometimes I wonder if it's harder to have lots of input and output at the same time, or if you need to pick one or the other.
Yeah, I definitely go through phases of like absorbing stuff and then making stuff. I'm definitely in a big phase of making stuff right now. We've just finished, I don't know when this episode is going to air, but March 3rd, a video game, Scott Pilgrim EX, comes out, which is the second Scott Pilgrim game that we've done the soundtrack for. And it's like a lot of music.
I feel like that's also like so many layers of millennial excellence to be doing the soundtrack for Scott Pilgrim video games.
Dude, I love millennial excellence. It's rare. I think, like, I don't know. I like, you asked that question, like, when did I know I was a millennial? It's still a dirty word, you know?
It
feels.
You think so?
I do. I really do.
Yeah, it is.
I have this like personal identity crisis about it where, it's ultimately we're a generation that's caught between those two sides, like 100%. You know, a Gen X guy like Kanye West appeals to younger people because he's decided not to be Gen X, but we have a much weirder question for us, I think, because we're like right in the middle of it.
That's okay. Yeah, I do think Kanye, to me, we haven't really talked about Kanye much on the show yet, but I feel like the generation before always has someone who speaks to the next generation, like Kanye West spoke to millennials, and maybe like, I only ever talk about this artist, but I feel like Neil Young spoke to Gen X. He's kind of timeless, but there was like, boomers who spoke to Gen X. Maybe Charlie XX is trying to be the millennial talking to Gen Z right now, but I think there's often someone who speaks to the generation after them. I do think a lot of Gen Xers hated Kanye too.
Oh my God. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. And they were like, he's not a rapper. He's not a singer. It's like, yeah, he's like a weird producer fashion guy who talks, I guess.
But I want to unpack more why it feels like a dirty word. Is it because you feel like that means you're only speaking to your own generation or something?
No, I'd say like we're really, it's tough to be caught up between two cultures, I think. And like, we're a culture that is very, like, that is to say, this generation, the millennial thing, we're really caught up in between those two things I mentioned. Like, we can be Hogwarts wizards, or we can be like reading Jeffrey Epstein emails all day long.
Right.
Like, we have that choice.
Yeah.
And we will get whatever we ask from either of those situations. And we have perfectly good reasons to want to go into either one of those, like, directions fully.
What about
like the directions being escapism or like direct confrontation?
I would say bluntly, in like psychological terms, like imagination and memory. And I would put imagination in the world of TV and largely like electricity. The idea of like manipulating electricity to get desired effects, that's the world of imagination and wizardry, even media crafting, storytelling, whatever, versus memory, which is like, it's not necessarily a scary thing, but it's inherently a realistic thing. It's what is this thing? What does it do? Where did it come from? When did I encounter it? And in what like hierarchy of importance is it to this other thing? Like organizing and indexing stuff, and the attitude that comes with that. Versus like making stuff, I don't know. There's, I feel like the celebration of everything I'm going to pinpoint it to a moment, which took place on Tumblr, on my Tumblr of all places. So
nice.
In 2014, Facebook at the time bought Oculus, if you remember that, like the Oculus Rift VR headset company. And when that happened, I made a post about it on my Tumblr that was like, man, a lot of gamers are complaining that this is going to ruin VR because they're going to put Facebook ads in the experience. And I was like, maybe you guys should be thinking about something else. Like, this isn't going to ruin your games. This is like the creation of a data monopoly. This is also like the nature of good companies, like that they exist and operate only to get acquired. What is that? You know, what's going on here? And I wound up getting contacted by John Carmack, who was the guy who made the video game Doom. He was also the CTO of Oculus. What? And he was like, hey, Peter Berkman, could you enable comments on your Tumblr? I want to reply to you. And I was like, what the fuck? And he wrote in that post that he discovered that the acquisition happened by reading my post. He wasn't made aware that Palmer Luckey sold the company to Mark Zuckerberg. But he wrote in there, like, partnering with one of the Titans was inevitable. And then at a certain point he says, but I have trouble thinking about like what the actual danger of any of this could be. Please reply and please be specific, he asked me. Which is amazing. So imaginary world, video games. What video games can we make? What, you know, Doom was cool. What if we made like a VR thing for the park, but now it's ruined because there's going to be Facebook involved? Versus Facebook was a project funded by CIA's venture arm In-Q-Tel. 3D visualization at all is a military exercise from day one. Internet, military, realistic, right? So if the question is, what are the possible problems here? Please be specific. The millennial answer on one side doesn't cut it, right? So
wow, oh my god,
that's like what I think about in this identity crisis. I think
that's kind of incredible. I also think, you know, thinking about downloading and how you make video game music, and just kind of the curse of all the knowledge of media that we have as millennials. Yeah. I'm curious about your relationship to like pastiche and referencing things, and sort of not in a joking way, but in a more traditional sense, like irony, ironic reappraisal of things. Is that something at the forefront of your mind, or is it just like, is it just something that we do because we're millennials? It's just a millennial thing.
Yeah, dude, that's a really good question. I was very big on irony, very big on like take something and strip it from its original context and put it somewhere else. And, you know, the sort of like Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job thing. You know, look at this crazy VHS tape that I found type thing. Mm-hmm. And at a certain point, it's like reality got so fucking crazy that irony just kind of stopped cutting it, I think. I mean, to talk about the election of Trump or whatever in 2016 happening largely with young people through irony, through, you know, things like 4chan, specifically the politics board, and meme magic. I don't know, at a certain point, like, the things that we say out loud affect our world now.
Right.
Like when you say something out loud, you get advertisements for that thing too. Like it's like Bloody Mary in the mirror type shit. So
yeah, is there anything we should get people listening to get ads for? Any products we want to shout out?
What's that?
Any products?
What can we get?
I'm trying to think. If
the Anamanaguchi album anyway. Yeah.
Check that out.
It's very good. But yeah, like being a topic on, have you guys ever looked at your topics on X or whatever, where like,
I've seen it on Instagram before, but I can't remember.
Oh yeah, like where it shows you what you're interested in, basically.
Yeah. And you can check and uncheck things. It's fucking wild. And it's wild to see things there that you don't expect. It's like there's a topic for that, and then how did that get there? That's a good question. Like, because I don't think we have a topic for Anamanaguchi. I think like that's something you have to like arrange to happen. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, really?
Maybe. But I assume that there's like PR companies that are like, okay, we're gonna get a topic for this, and we're gonna like, integrate it with these systems. But yeah, see, again, part of this is like, oh, am I being like, am I resisting the digital thing by saying that in a hopeless way, or should I just embrace that? I don't know.
Right. I mean, yeah, what choice do you really have other than to just keep making stuff?
Well, is that kind of the thread of the conversation? Like, as it exists, you have reality, or you have memory and you have imagination, but because of the internet and technology, the line is harder and harder to draw. And in that same way, millennials are caught in between these two moments that it's hard to see where Gen X is ending and Gen Z begins.
Yeah, and actually that is the through line. And to bring this back to McLuhan, he had this like really genius idea about like human, the limits of human understanding. And he says that basically the content of any medium is always the medium that came before it. And so, speech is the content of writing, for instance. But then over time, plays became the content of books. Books became the content of movies. Movies became the content of etc. And then television sort of became the content of the internet with things like Netflix and YouTube, and basically the idea of everybody gets to be their own television broadcaster, with the news feed being a robot TV producer, basically.
Right.
All the while, the medium itself and its effects sort of go unstudied as we study the content. Like, if you think that the internet is YouTube, you are not paying attention, basically. That's not the deeper thing. In fact, I found a quote here from McLuhan that I really like, and this is what I was searching for earlier. He writes in 77, I think. He says, "Our studies of media as environments that alter patterns of perception and sensibility are intended to develop awareness of the process by which, quote, new things come to be regarded as, quote, facts. These new facts concern the message or effects of new media as hidden environments. The content is always the audience. This is the central fact missing from the speculations of Noam Chomsky, concerning the verbal universe. Languages are not programs, but environments which are hidden from the young learner, and to which, like fish to water, he relates synesthetically using all his faculties at once. After childhood, the senses specialize via the channels of dominant technologies and weaponries. Electric channels of information have the effect of reducing or elevating people to the discarnate status of instant information." Which that's fucking wild. But yeah, Chomsky, haha.
Yeah, it was McLuhan.
But that
in the file.
Come to think of it, though, like that is why I'm interested in these Epstein emails. A lot of my searches in them are about like the academic stuff that he was trying to surround himself with.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Because he was, I think, deeply interested in these kinds of questions, maybe for nefarious reasons. Well, probably for nefarious reasons. Almost definitely.
Just to be clear, this is a we haven't talked about it, but this is an anti-Epstein show. I just want to put that out there, so
it's good. So I'm in the right crowd. Okay, just checking. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the last thread I want to pull on, just because it's been getting under my skin today. I might have even complained about it on the show already at this point, but today or this week, one of the fucking clowns at OpenAI tweeted that like taste is the last skill that everyone needs to have in their tech stack or something, and now everyone's talking about taste. And
taste,
I was thinking,
like as in style.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just like having taste, and I was, it reminds me of how you're talking about Tumblr. every tech bro is so like they just long for the glory days of Tumblr, which I don't think could ever be the same again. But I don't know. I just feel like the idea that something as hard to pinpoint as style or having personal taste could be something that you could add to your tech stack after they've already kind of taken all knowledge hostage already is just driving me crazy.
Dude, you got to start with style. And this is what's crazy about the Epstein emails. There's a guy in there, I forget his name, Roger Shack or something like that. Schnack? Crazy name. Anyway, he writes in an email to Epstein, why don't they teach humor at schools? And Epstein answers like, now I got you finally asking good questions about education. It's like, dude, kind of spitting. Like, start with style. Start with humor.
I mean, because they're working on apps that they haven't even figured out what the point of them is, and now they're like suddenly like, oh, and also by the way, that we need to have taste. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Fuck, we forgot about this need to exist. Yeah, we don't have that.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll figure that one out.
But yeah, I mean, what do you think about, like, are you one of these people who looks back wistfully on Tumblr? I know there's people who listen to the show that are still on Tumblr, which I didn't even know was a thing.
I do have a certain wistfulness for Tumblr, but it's more like a process of disillusionment, I think, where it was cool. What I liked about it is what I liked about SoulSeek. I found a lot of friends through Tumblr that I wound up meeting in real life that I became friends with and had a real, like, in real life social circle, not just in New York, but in other cities too. When Anamanaguchi would travel, it'd be like, oh yeah, this person there, they live over there, and I follow their Tumblr, and it's good. But the thing that I actually find myself missing the most from Tumblr is the blogginess of it, the place where it was a situation for like longer form writing, and it was the only place I really did that online. Now, I didn't want to start a Medium page, and right now I don't know if I want to start a Substack thing, but those seem like the options for those kinds of things. But yeah, I thought Tumblr was something special before Yahoo got a hold of it, and then Verizon and Oath, I think, was the name of the company that bought that, and then now it's like owned by a random blog person, I think. And yeah, I don't know. Every now and again I try to go back on Tumblr and I'm like, hi, is anybody here? And some people say yes, and that surprises me.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'll find out that someone's on Tumblr when they're like, oh, your tweet was screenshotted on Tumblr. And I'm like, what the fuck? How's that? It's made it that. But yeah, I guess before you go, what's your favorite Wii game?
Dude, that's a really fucking good question. Everybody has a story of Wii Sports where my mom, Wii Bowling, smacked our dog in the face. But my favorite Wii game, I think this is a Wii game, Dokapon Kingdom. Yeah,
it's going to be some heady shit.
No, dude, this game is the fucking worst. It's amazing. It's okay. It's like Mario Party, Monopoly, and an RPG, and rock, paper, scissors. There is like no skill involved. It's like there's no mini games. It's the same, like, maybe you've heard this idea of like a gameplay loop. This is gameplay loop, the game. It's it's so fucking bad. It's like a board game where you like roll dice, take territory, and like get items, but literally all the combat is rock, paper, scissors, and there's no way to get better at it. And you'll be like 45 days through like a 50-day game, and you'll be in first place, and then you get an item that puts you irreparably in last place and shit like that. It's really, really good. I highly recommend Dokapon Kingdom. I think they made a new one that's on the Switch now.
Oh, cool.
Great pull. Great pull.
Yeah, great pull.
Thank you.
Well, thanks so much, Peter. I don't know if there's anything else you want to add. We've already plugged your album. I just want to say, everyone, to get your ads listening, check out Mocha Master for making coffee. Really good coffee maker, in my opinion.
Fuck yeah.
Any brands that any of you want to shout out, or anything else, Peter?
Dude, that's a good question. I want to shout out the band Sobs from Singapore. We toured with them late last year, and that was fucking awesome. I know they're working on new music.
See,
Big Sobs fan.
the ads don't listen to, like, they don't have taste, truthfully, because when you get an ad for music, it's like the craziest shit you've ever seen in your life on social media. But it should be like checking out, like this band you just name dropped.
Yeah, man. Advertising is it's fucking crazy.
Miles, I want to know what product you want to listen to. The ads.
Well, I would like everyone to say it out loud to maximize, I guess, the ad potential. I need a good product. How about the Indiana
I need a good
Pacers,
product.
The NBA
I need
team.
a good product.
Did you say the Pacers?
Yeah, the Indiana Pacers. Let's rally
There
around
ain't nothing
that.
wrong with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That we were just
okay.
shooting the shit nicely. I hit stop at a very natural pause, and then suddenly you both started plugging things and talking about video games for the first time in the episode.
It's
So
true. It's true. Yeah, I can do that again. Yeah.
yeah, go please. Let's hear a natural repetition of what you just said as naturally and believably as possible.
Well, yeah, I'd say like the actual game Scott Pilgrim EX that's coming out actually has a lot to do with a lot of the things that we were trying to wrestle with anyway. I don't know. There's like similar themes. Brian Lee O'Malley is a genius, I think. And I don't know. The game, it has like a new story. It's separate from the original books or the anime. It has like, it deals with a world. The cinematic is like Toronto is in turmoil, and it's been taken over these three gangs: vegans, demons, and robots. And the band gets kidnapped, and you sort of like have to find them together. And I don't know, the game is really good. I think, I don't know, there's a millennial touchstone for emotional moving video games, which is Earthbound and then Undertale. And I think this is in that sort of tradition, and I'm excited for people to play it.
You said that so
cool.
perfectly. I didn't need to do the awkward setup that you were going to repeat yourself, so I apologize in advance. But
Dude,
Miles,
yeah.
I think you were asking if it's like a Ninja Turtles.
I don't want to ask
style
that on
brawler.
mic. I don't want to
You
ask
said
that
it.
on mic.
You said,
I know. I didn't.
You said
but I
the
wasn't
phrase
on mic.
Ninja Turtles brawler off mic, and
Like
now
the
you're
arcade game. Yeah,
It is.
I thought
Yeah.
the old Scott Pilgrim was. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's actually
It's okay to
made
say
by the
Ninja
same-
Turtles brawler, Miles. It's not a weird thing to say.
It is. Yeah.
Thanks.
It's made by the same team. They're called Tribute Games. They're all people who left Ubisoft, who made the original game. And they wound up getting a lot of great contracts for, like, they made a Marvel fighting game. They made the Turtles game that came out a couple of years ago. And then they were like, you know what? We want to make a Scott Pilgrim game. And Brian Lee O'Malley said, okay. So, it's the same team that did not get to finish the first game. That first game got canceled and then finished in China, and it's a whole tale there.
Damn. But you, so and it's all new music by you in the game.
Yeah, it's 70 different songs we made.
Holy crap!
When the album comes out for it, the soundtrack, there's like side A is Toronto, and then the rest of the sides are vegans, demons, and robots. There's music for these three different factions that are sort of warring over Toronto XX.
Wow. Well, hopefully
Toronto, I guess.
Hopefully they finish the job and get rid of Toronto.
Dude, I think I'm gonna break some news here. There's a Nirvana the band reference hidden in the game somewhere.
Whoa.
If anyone, yeah.
Damn.
I convinced Brian. I was like, dude, you gotta shout out Matt and Jay.
That's awesome. Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Peter.
Thank you guys. This was a lot of fun. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and that I didn't make things too like downer or whatever.
You made things awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a great
It was
conversation.
upper.
Hey, I'm Alex, and welcome to Alex's Corner. This is my corner. Welcome to it. I'm Alex.
I'm heading down to the Amrit Indian restaurant on the square here in Bloomington, Indiana, to get some fucking chicken biryani. That shit is good as a motherfucker. And my cat just got his eyeball removed today. That's pretty gross. So, about to see what he looks like when he gets home. He's also diabetic too, so I've been sticking him in the back with some motherfucking syringes, which is kind of gross and sad. But, you know, we're keeping him alive. Wonder what he's gonna look like without an eyeball. His weird eye looked kind of cool at the very end there, like it was sort of looked like a marble, like a purple marble. Do kids still play with marbles? I played with marbles when I was a kid. Like I had a bunch and I would like roll them all over the floor or something. Play with them in the yard maybe. But I never I always felt like I was supposed to be playing like a specific game with them, but I don't know how you play marbles. Like I don't know any games. I imagine maybe it's some kind of miniature bocce ball situation or something. And also like I guess like I would find like it was a common thing to like be digging in the yard and find marbles buried in the yard. You know, that's from like an ancient child, or you know, marbles that were lost in like the 80s or the 50s or the 70s or the 60s or the 90s or the, you know, even the 2000s. Are people out there still buying and selling marbles, making marbles? What are they doing? What are they doing? I was wondering that the other day. Do kids still play with marbles? Did millennials play with marbles at all? Or was I just like kind of like a lower income kid? Or I also felt that way about like baseball cards. Like I just had a bunch of them, but I didn't really know what to do with them or didn't really care about them that much. But I had them and I liked looking at them. That's about all I did with the marbles too. So, look at them and then bury them in the yard. Same thing with the baseball cards, man.